Good evening, everyone. Well, that was weak. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you. I'd like to call the Sumter County Council regular meeting for Tuesday, May 27th to order. Please stand for the invocation and remain standing for the pledge of allegiance.
Let us pray. Our dear kind Heavenly Father, we do thank you for allowing us to come to the table once again to do the business for the people that you've appointed us to. We invite your presence as we begin our meeting and ask that you dwell in our presence. And we ask that you bless all the members that are serving in uniform. We just recognized Memorial Day. There are those that are still missing in action, and there are those that are still grieving the loss of loved ones while serving. We just ask that you be with them and give them a lighter burden to be able to stand during this time of their special needs. And as we go through our agenda item, we ask that you help us, give us wisdom, understanding, and clarity of mind to be able to make decisions that are pleasing in your sight. We ask your blessings upon us.
All opposed? We have a motion to approve the minutes from our meeting on May the 13th, 2025. Approved. It's been moved and properly seconded that we have a motion to approve our minutes from May 13th, 2025. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
There are no land use matters. The next item under new business, we have a proclamation that we need to vote on to make the month of June 2025 Men's Health Awareness Month in the county of Sumter, South Carolina. Do we have a motion?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to declare the month of June as Men's Health Awareness Month in the county of Sumter. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Next item on the agenda is ordinance number 25-1029, sale of property on Airport Road. You don't accuse yourself.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Council, ordinance 25-1029 is an ordinance to approve the sale of 3 acres on Airport Road. I'm going to ask the clerk to flip over to the picture, which is the last page of the contract. Anyway, the offer is to sell these 3 acres for $72,750, which is $24,250 per acre. The very last page. The contract has all the terms and conditions that can be met by the purchaser. It looks sort of like that. You see about 3 acres. And that's what it'll look like. Once it's surveyed, it'll have to be surveyed, so we actually have the exact 3 acres. But you have the contract there, and has all the terms and conditions in that the purchaser before the deed passes. So I'd like to take any questions anyone has.
Any for approval for reading?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we have first reading on the sale of property on Airport Road. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, ordinance is approved. Next item on the agenda is ordinance number 25-1028, sale of our property on Northwise Drive to the combat veterans.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Council, this first reading on this ordinance to approve property located at 529 Northwise Drive, which is commonly known as the greenhouse. It's been occupied by the combat veterans for some time. We have attached a letter offering to purchase the property for $50,000. We do not have a contract that set forth all the terms and conditions. All we have so far is a letter.
Before I ask for a motion, the motion will include instructing staff to come back with a contract from the combat veteran before second reading with all of the terms.
Is that your motion?
We have a motion.
I made that motion.
Second.
properly seconded that we, have first reading, and staff will be bringing a contract from the combat veterans with all of the terms of the sale. Next item, ordinance number 25-1027, budget ordinance, second reading.
Yeah, carry vote.
Oh, I didn't carry the vote. I'm sorry. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
I'm on a mission. The ayes have it.
Mr. Chairman, next item on the agenda is commonly known as our county budget ordinance in regards to the general fund. This is second reading tonight, and what staff is prepared to offer after 4 budget workshops. We are still not at a balanced budget, but we are working on it. So what we'd like to present tonight, based on the information that was and the work performed by council tonight, the revenues presented at $64,146,647. Our expenditures have been reduced by $202,545. So now our expenditures are being presented at $65,179,733, for at this point a negative balanced budget of $1,033,086. Certainly staff will be working hard between now and our next budget workshop to balance that budget. This is what we have to present for council tonight for our general fund budget ordinance for second reading.
Pleasure, council.
I move for approval with caveat that we expect a balanced budget with no millage increase by the next meeting.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second to have second reading on our budget ordinance. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion is carried. Ordinance number 25-1026.
Mr. Chair, this is our annual bond issuance ordinance for our capital, Sumter County. This is for $5 million. Just the larger items in the capital would be sheriff vehicles. That's approximately $630,000 in there for new sheriff vehicles. We also have other vehicles for detention, public works, recreation, and others, and for $475,000. We have building improvements across the county. We have IT, $477,000 worth of IT upgrades. We currently have the janitorium building at $1.5 million, but in total, a $5 million bond request, sir, for second reading tonight.
What's the pleasure, council?
Move for second reading.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for second reading for ordinance 1025-1026. Most commonly called bond issuance and sale. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Bryan, ordinance number 25-1025.
Mr. Chairman, the members of council, no changes since second reading.
Come on, people, pay attention. What's your pleasure?
Move for approval.
Thank you. We have a motion. We've got a motion.
Second. I'll second her motion.
We have a motion and a second to proceed with the sale of property at Interstate 95, third reading. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Come now to committee reports. The Fiscal Tax and Property Committee did meet today. We came out of executive session with 2 motions. The first motion is a motion and a second to proceed with the purchase of a building for economic development using funds from the infrastructure funds. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Next one, Charles.
Hold on, accuse yourself from voting.
Okay, all right. The second one was a motion to to sell county property on the airport road. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Land Use Committee meeting, Mr. Stevens.
Yes, we did meet this afternoon. We had discussions only and some input from Ms. Helen Rubin, our land use director, and we've discussed countywide land use and standards, development standards and landscaping, and this is something she's going to bring back to us. We've been discussing it for years, and we need to make some adjustments to it, especially out in the county, and this only affecting the county, not nothing in the city limits or anything, but she will bring back to us some recommendations from staff, hopefully in the next month or so. No action was taken.
We did have a budget workshop, but you heard the report from Mr. Mixon. Does that about cover it all? Mr.
Yes,
Mixon?
sir. Thank you.
Come down to reports from county council members on meetings, trainings, and other conferences.
Mr. Chairman, I did attend the Chamber of Leadership graduation, Sumter Leadership graduation, everybody agreed with special, they put on some special programs, and that they divided among into 4 groups, and each group was charged with coming up with a plan of something to move Sumter County forward. And I don't go into detail on those, I'm sure the chamber can give you all the details, but there were some very innovative ideas that they had. I enjoyed it.
And
Also, we had Suets, I forgot last time, but I know Mr. Beginning's interested in this. And there's a lot of projects ongoing with transportation in Sumter County. If any council member would like to see the presentation and timeline, I'll be glad to email it to you. Unless I have to meet, I'll send it to you.
no, you go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We attended, the chairman and I attended the Veterans Celebration at South Sumter Gym yesterday. I see a number of people that also attended with us. We thank you, Sumter County, for your participation and your attendance in recognizing our veterans from the Vietnam era and all those veterans that have served, and remembering those that, like Ms. Vivian said, as the gang said in her prayer, that did not come home because they made the sacrifice for the freedoms that we enjoy. So I wanted to say it was a great turnout. We were there from 12 to 4 p.m. We served the community as well as the veterans and seniors. But it is a program that has been in place now for 16 years. We had volunteers from churches as well as community organizations, fraternities, sororities, and it was just a great turnout. So thank you, Sumter County.
So I said, I don't want to see no more fish. I fried fish from 9 o'clock to 3:30. So,
Well, I served it, so we're together on that one.
okay, may I bring county's council's attention to the public works report for April? Come down to the county administrator's report, Mr. Mixon.
Chair, just a couple of items. First, I would like to announce that the county employees litter pickup will be on June the 6th. I believe that's next Friday. Mr. Sterling will get you some more additional information. I don't think the location has been identified yet. I think they were, well, I won't tell you which one, because they might change the road on me, so I won't tell you that. But anyway, they're working on that, looking for some follow-up information. Also, I know this is a little bit early, but I want council to be thinking about this. We're going to plan the grand reopening of Patriot Hall. As you know, there's been a significant upgrade and improvements, renovation to that project over the past probably 6 months. And they're getting near the end of that, and we want to make sure that we plan a significant
Public comment portion of our agenda. But before we go into the real public comment, we've got a special presentation from Ms. Sumter, Ms. Madison Galliano. Ms. Galliano, please proceed to the podium, please.
Good evening, my name is Madison Galliano, Miss Sumter, and I'm the founder of Brave Boundaries. I'm here today not only as a survivor, but as someone driven to change the way we educate our children and support our community. So a little bit about me. I am 20 years old. I'm a student at Clemson University. I am a volunteer with Pathways to Healing. I am a future politician, and I'm a dog mom to 2. The picture there is Knox, and then Raleigh's the yellow lab. And then I'm the daughter of Jeannie and Bob Galliano. I was sexually assaulted in 3rd grade. After speaking up, I found support from law enforcement, but that support disappeared after the trial ended. For nearly 10 years, I stayed silent. But the silence doesn't heal wounds, action does. That's why I started Brave Boundaries. Sexual assault affects individuals across all demographics, but children are particularly vulnerable. Every 68 seconds, an American is sexually assaulted, and every 9 minutes, that victim is a child. In South Carolina, public schools are mandated to provide educational sexual abuse prevention. However, private schools are not held at the same standard, leaving many children unprepared and unprotected. Children can't speak up if they aren't taught how. Furthermore, sexual violence is an issue. 1 in 6 American women have been victims of attempted or completed rape in her lifetime. And about 3% of American men, or 1 in 33, have experienced an attempted or completed rape in their lifetime. These statistics highlight the critical need for comprehensive education and resources to prevent sexual assault and support survivors. Brave Boundaries is more than an initiative. It's a platform that gives people the tools I never had. I host talks, create safe spaces, and partner with survivor-centered organizations to provide lasting support. As Ms. Sumter, I will not only represent our city, I'll serve it, and I'll continue to meet with schools, lawmakers, and organizations to ensure this education reaches every child and not just some. My passion for service was inspired by my grandfather, who served with City Council for 26 years. His legacy taught me that leadership means showing up, and that's exactly what I plan to do. I believe lasting change starts right here in our own community. We must support local education initiatives that teach children early and often how to recognize and protect boundaries. We must start a dedicated sexual assault hotline in the Sumter area because survivors deserve immediate and local help when they need it most. And we must continue to break the silence around abuse and encourage honest conversations in every home, school, and church. And finally, we must create a platform that empowers young women to lead, to speak out, and to believe their voices matter, whether that's through education, service, or yes, even pageantry. Together, we can build a Sumter where survivors are supported, children are educated, and no one suffers in silence. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Galliano. I know that must be hard on you to present, but thank you for the information. Okay, now we come to the real public comment portion of our agenda. Comments have been made through the chairman. If there's anyone that wishes to speak, please limit your conversation to 3 minutes. Any questions that you have, we will answer after the meeting. Anyone wishing to speak to council, please proceed to the podium. State your name for the record.
My name is Michael Newman. My topic is spending public money to fix private roads. Question, is there any law that states or allows public money to be used to fix private roads? Second, article in some daily item stated that if the county should fix private roads, that the money would have to be budgeted. My question is, will our taxes for the citizens of Sumter County be raised to supply the money needed to fix the private roads? 3, also in that same article in the Sumter daily item, it states that they have 3 estimates to fix these 3 private roads, $187,000 for one, and the other 2 were over $200,000. In my limited research, I found that the 2023-2024 Bill 3516, Maintenance on Private Roads, one of the items in the bill, it states any work performed pursuant to this section will be done on a one-time basis. In such cases, the County Department of Public Works is limited to the minimum improvements that will allow full and immediate access to affected residents. Crusher run, gravel, pipe, or other material will not be routinely provided. With that said, my question is, why is the estimate of the cost so high? Next one, the county also has about 400 miles of dirt roads to maintain. If the county starts doing private roads, will the county have to maintain the private roads in the future? Again, there are also about 400 miles of dirt road in the Sumter County. I know several people who have lived on dirt roads and have been for years want these dirt roads paved. In my opinion, these roads should be considered to be paved instead of taking public money to fix private roads. Lastly, all of us know that the penny for progress was put on a ballot for all Sumter citizens to vote on. My opinion is that spending vote money to fix private roads should be put on the next voting ballot so the Sumter citizens can vote. This is the fairest way to settle this issue. Thanks for allowing me to speak.
Mr. Newell. Anyone else?
Hi, my name is Sharon Sisson, and I decided recently that I wanted to try to learn what's going on with our local government. And in doing that, I found a few things that I want to be critical of. And I'm sorry, I'm not only a critical person, I truly am not. So I hate for my first thing to be critical. But I found that the website is it's not user-friendly to find information. The Facebook page is certainly not being used to its potential. I don't know who's running it, but if they were to look at what Kershaw County is doing on their government page for their county council, is absolutely awesome. They're doing a great job. Why aren't our videos live? If we did that during COVID, why aren't they like that now? I don't understand. And that brings me to my big thing. During those videos, we can barely see y'all, much less hear you. Do y'all have mics at all? I don't know if they're not close enough or if they're not good enough or something, but you cannot hear clearly whatsoever. And like Mr. Bird, I can't hardly see you because your monitor is up high. So maybe you could raise your chair or something.
He's very clear.
I'll work on it.
The agendas and the minutes are not promptly posted at all. So whenever I tried to find out what's going on, it was very difficult to do. And the contact information for the individual members are not necessarily accurate because maybe the phone number does not work or maybe the mailbox is full. I don't know, but I would love it if everyone would check what's on there and make sure to take care of getting it fixed. I would hope that our county council of Sumter County, which I love, I would hope that y'all would want to not only be transparent to your constituents, but also you would want to encourage the community to be involved. The only way to do that is through communication and for them to be able to find out where information is, what they're interested in, and what they have a voice in. So if we can't find that information, if the agendas are out 5 minutes before the meeting, if the meetings aren't announced until after the paper has been put out, then the paper can't even put them in there. There's nowhere this information is being publicized and really forced onto the community to know that they have a voice and they can use it and y'all are willing to listen. I had no idea. Mr. Baker, you told me I could come up here and talk. Mr. Washington, you told me I could come up here and talk. Now y'all not gonna get rid of me. But I just think that everybody needs to know that y'all are willing to listen to even the littlest little thing like please sit up. So I just think that without the two things of communication and transparency, it gives the perception that county council's trying to hide things. And I feel sure that my county council's not doing that. I'm not trying to imply that whatsoever. I just want to do whatever I can in my heart to try to make any changes that can be made so that it is way out in the open and no one can even accuse that. You know what I mean? So I would really like it if y'all would, if each member would be mic'd very well, and if we could have live videos, proper contact information, and prompt posting of the information of the minutes and agendas in a timely manner. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sisson. Anyone else?
Good evening, Chairman, council members. My name is Valerie Hatfield-Rabin. A few of the council members may know me as Dee Hatfield. I grew up in and lived in the Borden and Dalezell communities of Sumter County for nearly all of my 52 years. And while I am not an adjacent landowner to the proposed solar project in the Borden and Dalzell areas, it is home. And I have a lot of family out there and family friends that are adjacent to nearly every part of this proposed project. In the November 26, 2024 County Council video, at the 2837 mark, Councilman Baker asked Councilman Washington, didn't they go reach out to the folks whose land was buffering this? Councilman Washington, as I understand it from Mr. Belger. Councilman Baker, okay, so they had no complaints about any of that? Councilman Washington, according to Mr. Belger, that's correct. At the 3449 mark, Councilman Baker makes the comment, I don't think there's anybody that's not pleased with it out there. Say that the councilmen for these areas should have been out there themselves in your community, talking to your people, not taking the word of the two entities who stood to gain the most from the project. Through direct contact over the past several weeks, the overwhelming presence at the May 14th Zoning Board of Appeals meeting, and the presence here tonight, specifically for this subject, it should be apparent to the council as a whole where the citizens of Sumter County stand in reference to this type of project on this scale in this area. I believe also there was a comment in that same meeting made that Councilman Washington's and Councilwoman McGaney's areas are the only truly rural areas left in Sumter County. I would wonder, has it occurred to you that that is exactly what your people want out there? There are people that are living out there that's generational land. Others have moved out there because it's rural. To put it to a rural saying, there ain't no living like country life. Don't build it up, don't destroy it.
Thank you, Ms. Bowers. Anyone else?
Can I go again? No. I got you next time then.
Okay, public hearing is closed.
Move for adjournment.
Second. The move is properly second. All in favor, please say aye. Thank you.